Hi friends, it's Claire from Scrappy Nerd UK and I'm so excited. Day 1 of December Daily, and I am doing a process video every day for my December Daily, so giving you guys inspiration to keep going, follow along, use my ideas. I don't mind any of you guys scrap lifting anything that I do. If it helps you get to the end of the December daily process, then I'm all for it. So here, this is just a Studio Calico wood, not wood, a cork number. And I've already gold heat embossed it in my previous preparation videos. And I just created this December cut file using my Cricut because the one just looked a little bare. So I added the December on in plain white cardstock. This is a photograph of 2 bunches of flowers that I received yesterday, because I'm doing the voiceover today on the 2nd. And there I was just showing you the wrapping that I received from one of the bunch of flowers. It's a little awkward. My husband bought me some flowers because it was our anniversary yesterday, 9 years, been married. And I got a phone call from work to tell me that a bunch of flowers had also arrived at work. So I was completely baffled. I rang my husband and said, "Have you also sent me a bunch to work?" And he said no. And so I didn't particularly want the flowers sort of going to waste. So I popped down to work, and it turns out it was a bunch of flowers from one of my customers that was happy. So that was a little awkward, explaining to my husband that it was another man that had sent me flowers on our anniversary. So I thought I'd definitely have to document it. And here are some photos that I took on the 1st. So there's the photograph with the flowers, and I've got too many photos to use in this, so I've decided just to do a flip up. So the first photo there is me and my husband in the restaurant, and I used Snapseed app to put that little word sentiment in the middle. And this is my Kiki K sticker and tag book that I got when I went to London back in October for my birthday. So I just put a little gold heart Brad through the bottom. And I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do anything else with this card, but I do drag the Kiki K book back out to give it a little more embellishment. And I don't over embellish any of these. The pictures are fairly busy as they are, which is why I've turned the bottom photo black and white, just to keep the colours toned down as much as possible. Otherwise it can just look far too busy. So I'm just using a strip of this sticker tape and just overlaying the tape that says Joy. And that card is good. And I decided I'm not going to do anything on the flower photograph. And again, I use the same stamp from Snapseed to do that one as well. So this one here, I wanted to use this journaling card, but it had too much red and blue on, and those just will not go with the colours in my album. So I cut round the edge to take the bulk of the colour off, and I layer it on top of some of the pattern paper from the pack that I'm using this year. And I just bring in some gold washi tape, because my colour theme is a lot of pink, blue, navy blue, well, not quite navy blue, a bit of a lighter navy blue, and cream and gold, which I absolutely love the combination. And don't worry, I don't bore you with watching me journal on this page, and I'm just telling the story of receiving 2 bunches of flowers, and it was rather amusing to have received a bunch of flowers from a customer coincidentally on the same day as my anniversary. But hey, he wasn't to know. So I just used a Tim Holtz Tiny Word sticker saying on that other photograph in the background, saying this is my happily ever after, which is fitting when you see the other side of this, when I decorate the other side. So these are just Simple Stories stickers, and I'm just using those just to decorate the part where the address normally goes on a postcard. And just tidying up the edges and popping a little wood veneer heart on there. And I'm happy with that. And then, so I've taken the photo that's going in the pocket, which is the flowers, and I've taken the back of the photo that's going on top. And I'm just adhering those two together with a bit of washi tape. Again, sticking to the gold theme. And then just checking that I've got it the right way up. So obviously when you flip it up, the writing is the correct way. And adhering that to the back of the top photo. And I can see it doesn't quite line up, and I was going to try and pull it off and do it again, but I thought I'd just snip it just to make it line up. And then that goes straight into the pocket. There we go. And that's an easy little flip pocket there made. Now, this wasn't stuck down in the corner, and it was bothering me. So I just popped a bit of wet glue, and I got super impatient. So lifted it up, and if all else fails, just stapled it with my tiny attacher. There we go, and that's that card done. So this card here, I wasn't too sure. Oh yeah, so I got washi tape stuck to this photograph, and when I pulled the washi tape off, it pulled some of the colour of the photograph off as well. So I wasn't going to do anything else with this. And again, I wasn't happy with how straight this was, so I just try and straighten that up. So I just popped this little sticker on from Kikki K, grab a little heart wood veneer and staple that all together. Make sure it's gone all the way through, and into the pocket that goes. I will go back and add some gold Heidi shine on these. I think it needs it. And this here, I just made this using my Cricut, and I thought it was lovely just to document beside this photo rather than sort of putting a whole load of journaling. I just wrote, he asked me again, and I said yes. And it was rather sweet. He got, we'd gone to a restaurant that was like a buffet restaurant. I think they call it East Meets West restaurant. And in the dessert part, they have a bowl of sweets, obviously usually for the kids. But he decided to go and get a Haribo ring, and asked me if I'd spend another 9 years with him. And then I asked if he was being serious, and he said no. But that's the sort of humour that we have. Apologies, that's my dog shaking. And then I've just gone back to that first page, and I've just popped a Tim Holtz Tiny Word sticker on, just as the final decoration on that, and it says, "Baby, it's cold outside." It was pretty cold last night, to be fair. So I've just taped that flower wrapping onto the back of this because it was refusing to go in the pocket otherwise. And I know you can't see it very well on here, but it's gorgeous with a whole load of little snowflakes over it. And I couldn't pass up the opportunity to reuse that. And I've still got some left as well, and may well make another appearance later on in the album. So I just add in some white and some silver sequins. And then I grab this acetate piece that says love, and I just stick that into the middle of the pocket. There we go. And I will fuse that shut at the top later on to keep that all in. And then on to the last bit. So we took some silly photos. Now, because it's Christmas season, we had some Christmas crackers on our table, and in it was this little moustache piece, so we couldn't help but take a silly photo with it. And again, I made that bottom card with my Cricut, and I decided to chew up when it was in my Cricut machine. And this is the message that my husband put into my anniversary card, which I thought was super cute. So I thought I'm going to print it out and I'm going to add it in. And I was going to put the card itself into the album. However, it's quite a thick card because it's got a few layers in it, and it's also bigger than the album. So, and I didn't particularly want to go cutting it down, so I thought I'll just add the wording in from the card. And it's just a little Heidi Swap gold label and a glittery gold heart from American Crafts. And then these little rose gold enamel dots, pearly dots. Unfortunately, they're all glued together in a long row. So I have to cut them every time. So just doing a little cluster of enamel dots down the bottom. And then last are these two photos. And again, I want to keep with the love theme. So there was a rose gold heart in the Kikki K pack, and I just stick that, line the two photos up and stick that between the two, but the whole heart can't show, otherwise it will cover some of mine and my husband's faces. So I just cut off the bottom bit and accidentally cut some of the photo with it, but it's okay. And then just cut up the middle. And that's ready to go in. So that one there says celebrate with a grateful heart. And again, just moving some of those enamel dots to make it flow from the top of the page down to the bottom. And I am pretty much done for day one. And I cannot wait for day two. So I really appreciate you guys following along. If you like what I've done here, then give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more of these videos. And I'll see you on day two. Leave me a comment, say hi. I'll get back to each and every one of you. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now, guys. Bye.